What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be talking about the Washington Post and why they should never be allowed to review video games ever again or publish their scores on Metacritic. So the Washington Post recently reviewed Uncharted 4: Thieves' End, and they gave the game a 4 out of 10, which at face value, that's despicable. Naughty Dog does not deserve that score. They are much better. This game was much better than a 4 out of 10. Now, this article was titled "A Thieves' End Review. This 4-part series should have ended after part 1. So first of all, we can tell these guys are idiots. They're deliberately trying to trigger every single one of their readers into thinking that this is going to be a legitimate review, but it's not. Okay, so this reviewer said, and I quote, sorry if you hear the mouse movement, I'm actually, going over this as we talk. He said, "The games have always struck me as a garnish more than gorgeous, more interested in overwhelming the senses than communicating with them. A Thieves' End is overwhelming and with useless detail." Useless detail, oh my god. It overwhelms the eye with so many different points of focus that one almost clings to the over-the-shoulder focal point at the center of the screen. So first of all, when in video games is having too much detail a bad thing? This guy is literally trying to piss off everybody. Now, I'm not a big Washington Post fan. I'm not a fan of the biased articles that they post on a daily basis, especially with this election cycle. They have been so biased this year towards a single person, and it's just ridiculous. I think they posted like 16 negative articles about Bernie Sanders in like 16 hours. Now, I'm not going to go into partisan stuff. I'm just going to talk about the games. He gave the score he gave the game a 40 out of 10 or a 4 out of 10, but he didn't even publish the score on the website. It was never in the article. And that right there alone should not be allowed to go on Metacritic at all. If you do not publish the score on the article, then you should not be allowed to publish it on Metacritic. Okay, a few years back, he also said that whenever Dark Souls 2 came out, that it was the worst game ever. First of all, dude, Dark Souls 2 was easily one of the most acclaimed video games of all time. So that aspect right there is just stupid. But in my opinion, if you're gonna be allowed to post a review and actually have the score published on Metacritic, it has to be treated with some form of professionalism, and it should be done by somebody in the gaming industry that is actually a gamer, and not somebody that is deliberately trying to provoke, negative thoughts and about this review or about this game for that matter. So I think this guy's an idiot. Don't take it seriously. Okay, the Washington Post is slowly going downhill because every bias article they post, they lose about 50 readers, and every article they post, it's just going to keep going downhill from here. So I'm not going to trust the score. I think that it's really lame. But the thing that pisses me off about the whole situation the most is the fact that, these reviewers or these game developers, they sometimes rely on these critics to, go to their investors and be like, hey, we want to do this project, or hey, we need more money, or, we need to upsize or upscale our staff and our team. And the fact that these people posted this review is just crazy. Like, these people this developing studio could lose money because of the review that it got. I mean, yeah, it's got a 94 and it only went down to a 93, but still, like, what if it was an independent developer and they were trying to go to a publishing studio or a publisher and be like, yo, we released this game, could you publish our next game? And they'll be like, they look at the score and see the Washington Post gave it a 4 out of 10, and they'll be like, no thanks. But obviously, not many people are going to pay attention to the Washington Post nowadays because they're kind of irrelevant, and that's a good thing. But yeah, this whole situation is just messed up, and it leads me to believe even more that the Washington Post is not a reputable news source or website. That's all for this video, guys. Let me know what you thought of it in the comment section below or by hitting the like button. I'm gonna leave a link to the change.org petition to get this motherfucker removed from the Metacritic. Okay, guys, that's all for me, and until next time, this has been your boy Nemo, and I'm out. Peace. I tried to make this video kind of short and sweet, but I might make a part 2. If you guys want a part 2, let me know in the comment section below. I'm out, guys.